Students, welcome once again to the Owl Academy of Education. In today's video, we are going to start here with ICSE class 7th maths. Book is, as you know, R.S. Agarwal. Chapter number is 13, that is algebraic expressions, and its exercise is 13A. 13A. As you know, before proceeding into the lesson chapter, we always do some basic terms related to the chapter, right? These are basic terms. So in the basic terms, first of all, you should know what is the algebraic expression. You know, in arithmetic we deals with only numbers, figures. In arithmetic we deals with only numbers or figures with the single definite value, but in algebra we have to deal with the symbols and numbers. These symbols are from the alphabets like X, Y, Z, or there may be A, B, C, anything. These are the symbols, right? And they also contain numbers. So there are two types of symbols in the alphabet, in the algebra. These are constants. Number first is constant. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. These are all like 3, -2, 5/9. These are all constant. Any number having a fixed numerical value is called constant, right? In terms of algebra. Now we have other symbols. They are variables or literals. A symbol which takes on various numerical values is called a variable or literal, right? The symbols which takes on various numerical values is called are called variables or literals. For example, if we consider perimeter of a square that is denoted by P, its formula is 4 into side, right? So here 4 is a constant, and this S, this side is small s. This side S and perimeter symbol P are variables, right? So when we have side is equal to 3 meter or centimeter, its perimeter will become 4 into side, 4 into 3, 12. In the same way, if we had side equal to 5 meter or centimeter, its perimeter would become 4 into 5, that is 20. So therefore perimeter and side or S and P are here variable because their value is changing with the change of side. Perimeter's value is changing with change of side, whereas 4 is a constant. It will remain constant. It is in the formula of perimeter of the square 4 into side, so it is a constant, right? Now we will move next in the algebraic terms. So we can do operations like plus minus, multiply, addition, division on the algebraic expressions or literals, right? And numbers like we do in the arithmetic. So first of all is addition. So if I want to write sum of x and, for example, sum of x and 8 would be, we will write as x plus 8, right? Or sum of x and y, I will write it as x plus y, right? This is the formula of addition. right? Number second, we move on to subtraction. Subtraction, as you know, is minus deduction. So for example, I write 6 less than x would be. So in terms of algebra, we will write as x minus 6, right? If I write y less than x, so it would be x minus y. So this is subtraction. Number 3, we move on to multiplication. So students, multiplication, for example, I write 7 times x is equal to, that means it is requiring product or multiplication 7 into x, so it will become 7x. Okay, right? If I write product of x and y, product of x and y would be x multiplied y, or we write it as xy, right? Or we can write it as yx, right? Now the fourth operation is division. So division, students, if I write for example 5 divided by x, I will write it as 5 divided x or 5 upon x, or x divided by 6. I will take another example. X divided by 6 is x divided 6 or x upon 6. So these are 4 operations: addition, plus, subtraction, minus, multiplication, multiply, division, divide, right? Now we will move on to next basic thing in this chapter. What is that? What is an algebraic expression? Algebraic expression, if we have to use it again and again, so I will use A for algebraic, E for expression. So combination of constant and variables which are connected by the operations plus, minus, multiply and divide is known as algebraic expression. For example, 3x plus 4y, constant, variables x, y, xy, right? So this is algebraic expression. Now we will do the terms of algebraic expression AE. Several parts of an algebraic expression separated by plus or minus sign are called terms of algebraic expressions, right? For example, I write any algebraic expression 2x minus 5y plus 3xyz. It has how many terms? It has namely 3 terms, which are 2x, another is minus 5y, third is plus 3xyz. So minus symbol will be carried with it, and we can left the plus symbol, as when there is no minus we treat it as plus. So it has 3 algebraic terms. These are 2x minus 5y and 3xyz, right? So if I write another example, ABC, so how many terms does it have? It has only one term, ABC, right? There is no symbol plus minus in between these A, B and C, so it is only one terms. For many terms you have to symbols, you have to carry the signs of plus and minus, right? If I write A square B, another example, suppose if I write another example, A square B minus 2ABQ plus 5B square A minus 8. How many terms does it have? It has 4 terms, which are A square B minus AB cube. So students, how many terms does it have? It has 4 terms, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. A square B minus 2AB cube plus 5B square A minus 8, right? Now we will move on to types of algebraic expression. So types of algebraic expression, so first is monomial, in which there is only one term, that is monomial. Algebraic expression like 5x minus 6x square upon 2, all these are monomial expressions, right? Monomial algebraic expressions. Now we will move on to binomial. Binomial, in which there are 2 terms, right? 2 terms like 5x plus 3z. So how many terms are there? One is here, second is here, right? If I take another example of it, 2x minus 2xy minus 3 upon z. So how many terms are there? 2 terms. These 2 terms are 2xy and minus 3 upon z, right? So these are binomial expression. If I take another example, suppose A square B minus 3B square C. So it has 2 terms, A square B and minus 3B square C. So in trinomial algebraic expression we will have 3 terms. These 3 terms are, for example, x plus 2y minus 3z. 3 terms, these are x plus 2y and minus 3z. If I write z square minus 2x upon y minus 27, how many terms are there? 3 terms, z square minus 2x upon y and minus 27. So multinomial having more than one term, these are all multinomial, more than one term. So if I write multinomial 3 upon 19 x square minus ab square upon c plus 43 abx minus 4, this is having 4 terms, 1, 2, 3 minus 4, right? These are multinomial expressions, right students? Now we will move on to the next, factors. Factors of What are these factors? Factors of term are, we will do this by example. Suppose I write 3ab, right? So it has two types of factor. One is numerical factor. These three we will call as numerical factor. Another is literal factors. Literal factors, these a and b are called literal factors, right students? So in fact it has three. Numerical factor is only 3. It has 3 literal factors, a, comma b and ab, right? So these are its literal factors. So I take another example. If I write minus 9 a square b, so what is its numerical factor? Its numerical factor is 9. Numerical factor is minus 9. What are its literal factors? So literal factors or literals are, first of all we will take a, then a square, then ab and then a square. Keep in mind, right? Don't forget it. It's very important in the algebraic expressions factors. So only a square, sorry, we have left b here, so we can write it here, right? Sorry, write it here, right? A square, b, combining both ab and square term will be here, right? So these are factors. Now we will move on to what is constant term. So constant term would be a term which has no literal factor. Term having no literal factor is a constant term. For example, what are examples? If I write the algebraic expression as 3x minus 4y plus 2 and asks you to find the constant term, so the term which don't have the literal like x and y is called constant term. Constant term, right? If I write another example, x square y minus xy square minus 3xy minus 5. In this we have minus 5 as constant term, right students? So let us we move to the next term that is very important, and this is coefficient. What is a coefficient in a algebraic expression? So here I will also take example 8x square y. If I ask you to find the coefficient, then what its numerical coefficient would be 8. This is numerical coefficient, right? So this is a numerical coefficient. Then what is remaining? Non-numerical factor, x square y. So here all variables of the term is called the literal coefficient. So this is literal coefficient, and it will include all the terms, right? So if I take another example like minus 2xy z square, right? Here numerical coefficient is minus 2. As you know, I have told earlier, literal coefficient would be so as minus is with the numerical coefficients, it will not go by this literal coefficient. So literal coefficient would be x y z square, right? Here it is a new thing that you have to know. If I ask coefficient of x, so coefficient of x is excluding x, all are its coefficient. Here numerical coefficient minus 2 y z square. You have to leave x, all are coefficient of y. In coefficient of y you have to leave y, all remaining all would be minus 2 x z square. In the same way coefficient of z would be excluding z, remaining portion would be coefficient of z, right? So these were coefficient of algebraic expression, right? Now we will move on to what? Like terms. Like terms. So like terms having same literal coefficients, terms having same literal coefficients are called like terms, otherwise they are unlike. Okay, otherwise they are unlike terms. So we have two definitions here, like terms and unlike terms. If they have same literal coefficient, then they are like. If they don't have, they are unlike. For example, if I write 3xy comma minus 5xy, are these like terms? Same literal coefficient are xy, so they are like. If I write 2a square b comma 3ab square, these are like. We have to see the literal coefficient are these. Here a square, here a, different, b square b, so there are unlike terms, right? Now if I write 6ab square and 9b square a, They are like or unlike terms. Here b square, here also b square, here only a, here. So they are like terms. They are having same little coefficient, therefore they would be like terms. Right. Now we will move on to main polynomial. What is a polynomial? So polynomials, an algebraic expression in which only one variable here I should write an algebraic expression involving word. Here an algebraic expression involving here an algebraic expression involving only one variable in which the powers of the variable are non-negative integers. Is a polynomial in that variable, right? So its highest power would be its degree, right? For example, if I write 3x plus 7, you have to see is it a polynomial? Yes, one variable and powers are non-negative, so its power is 1, so its highest degree power is 1, so degree would be 1, right? If I write another polynomial 2y square minus 5y plus 1, so here highest power is 2, so its degree would be 2, right? If I write x plus 1 upon x, is it a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial, because when this x would go above, it would become x minus 1. So this 1 upon x we will write as x minus. So negative powers are not polynomials, right? So if I write z cube plus 4z square plus 3z minus 6, it's also a polynomial having power degree 3, right? So this was polynomial. Now we will move on to polynomials in 2 or more variables. Polynomials in 2 or more variables. So we will learn it by example. If I write x plus y plus xy, so what is this? It is a polynomial, right? It is a polynomial in xy, so it is a polynomial in xy. And what more you have seen? Its power 1 1 1 1, so its degree would be 1 1 1 1 1, and by multiplying you have seen power would add, so it would become 2 here. So it is a polynomial, therefore it is a polynomial of degree what? Highest degree, highest power is its degree, so degree 2, right? If I write another example, a square b plus ab square plus 3ab plus 5, right? So it is also a polynomial in a and b. In a and b, whose degrees are highest degrees are, so here it is a is 2, a is 1, so degree of a is 3, b is also having 3, so a square 1 plus 1 degree, another degree would be a and b both 2, 2 is here b plus this b 2, a plus this a 2, and it has no power, so its degree, another degree would be 0. So highest degree of the polynomial, highest power of the polynomial, its degree, highest power is 3, right? So keep these terms in mind while solving the questions we are going to start here with of exercise 13a. Question first in your book is identify monomials, binomials and trinomials from the following algebraic expressions, right? First expression is like this, this one, 7p square multiplied a cube b. So we will do it here part first. So let me take white color, solution part first, right? So expression is 7p square multiplied a cube b. So herein this expression has multiplication, that means after multiplication this whole expression would be combined, so this would become 7p square a cube b, right? So which is a monomial, so our answer would be first expression is monomial. Please don't get confused by seeing multiply sign in it, because after multiplication it would be combined to become a monomial. So our expression is monomial here, not binomial, right? So here it becomes binomial or trinomial with the signs of positive, plus or minus, only, right, as I have told in the earlier video. So now we will move on to the part second. Part second is 5 plus 3x cube y cube z square. So what is this? So here this sign of plus has come, so it is first expression, second expression, so it is binomial, right students. Now we will move on to the third. What is this third? Third is saying 3x square divided by p, or sorry, small p, or we can write it as 3x square upon p. So again here is division, not plus, not minus, it is division. Whenever it came multiplication or division signs, the expression is monomial, so it is monomial also, right. Now we will move on to fourth. 3a plus 2b minus 5c upon 7. So here three numbers are, or three terms are differentiated with plus and minus signs. So 1, 2, 3, it is a trinomial, right students. Now we will solve this question number, part number 5th. So xy plus yz minus zx. Here also expressions are plus minus 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is also a trinomial, right. Now 6. Here also this sign is okay, this is positive, but this is multiplication sign. So after multiplication this would become bxy square, this expression would become 1. So there are how many terms? 2 terms, so it is a binomial, right student. So this was your first question. Now we will move on to the next. Next is write down the numerical as well as literal coefficient of the following. So I have explained the numerical as well as literal coefficient of this in the earlier part of this video. So here is minus 2p cube q square. So its numerical coefficient would be, part first is I am doing here, part first minus 2p, question second, part first. So numerical coefficient would be minus 2 and literal coefficient would be p cube q square. So I am going to solve it here on the face of the page, right. Here numerical coefficient would be 5 upon 9 numerical, and literal coefficient would be its alphabetic part x, y, z square. Again numerical coefficient would be minus 3 upon 2 and literal coefficient would be ab square, not minus in this because minus we have already taken here in this part, right. In the same way numerical coefficient here would be 3 and we can separate it by writing 1 upon a square. In the same way fifth numerical coefficient and literal coefficient would be ab upon c. In the same way numerical coefficient here is minus 2 and literal coefficient would be x square upon y z, right? So this was our question number 2. Now we will move on to the question number 3. In minus 5p square q square q cube r4 r raised to power 4, write down the coefficient of, we have to write down the coefficient of these in this, from this expression. In this expression, p square excluding p all are the coefficient of p. So if we exclude p here, p square here, then all remaining are its coefficients. So coefficients would be minus 5 q cube r raised to power 4. Here coefficient of 5p q square, we have to left p and q square, so remaining would be minus 5 left q r raised to power 4. Here 2 so 2 would be subtracted from q raised to power 3 and r is not here, right? And here in the third question, in the third part, the coefficient would be let p and q square, and the remaining portion would be minus 5 q r raised to power 4. So here also in part 4th, coefficient would be, this would be remaining minus 5p q square r cube, right? We have to subtract the remaining values. In the question number 5th, in part 5th, we will let it off, and remaining portion would be p q r. So here again in the last part, what would be remaining if we let off 5 q raised to power 3 r, remaining would be minus p, as 5 is here, q raised to power 3 r is here, so it will be remained off. So minus p square and r cube will be your answer, right? So now students, we will move on to the question number 4. What is question number 4? I will explain you. Here is question, identify the like terms in the following. So part first I am going to solve here. Like terms a square b square minus, so here we are given a square b square minus 2a square comma c square and 4a. So I have told you earlier what are the like terms. Minus 2a square c square and 4a. So like terms are having same powers. So a square is here, a square is here. So this is b square, this is not same, this is not same. So their like terms are here, a square and minus 2a square, right? So in the next part I will solve here. In the next part, like terms would be minus this is 3x 4xy minus yz minus yz and zy, they are same, so the like terms would be minus yz and 1 upon 2 zy. So these are like terms. Here also in the third part like terms would be minus 2x square y, y square x, and this is y square x, this is not, x square z is not there, and same terms are xy square, minus 2xy square. Here is minus 2xy square, and here also is y square. So these are two like terms, minus 2xy square and 5y square x. Right, students? Now in the next part, like terms are here ABC, AB square, AC, B square, B square, C square AB, B square AC, A square BC, CAB square. So we will see here B square in which term, in this B square, this B square, here is C square, not, here is B square, here is also B square. So our answer would be which are the like terms. So here I am going to write like terms is which have B square, A B square C, A C B square, B square AC, and CAB square. These are like terms. Right, students? So this was your question number 4th. Now we will move on to the 5th. For that I have to rub all this. So I am going to rub them so that we can make a space. So yes, generate algebraic expressions for the following. Let me make it bigger. So the product of A and B added to their sum. The product of A and B added to their sum. So I am going to solve it here. First we will write the product of A and B added to their sum. So sum of A and B would be A plus B. Right, this is their sum. It is added to their product, plus product would be their multiplication A into B. Right, the quotient of x by 8 is multiplied by the quotient of x by 8, x upon 8 is multiplied by, this would be the expression thrice x added to y squared, thrice x added to y squared. So thrice 2x added to y square. First we will do y square, then thrice of x would be 3x. Right, 1/3 of x multiplied by the sum of p and q. I am going to solve it here. 1/3 of x, 1 by 3x, is multiplied to multiply the sum of p and q, p plus q. Sum of p and q is p plus q here. Right. Number 5th is the number to be added to x plus y to make it equal to p. The number to be added, that means that number would be what should be subtracted from p. So here is p, the number to be added to x plus y to make it equal to p. So the number would be subtraction of addition of x and y. right? From next is from a road p plus q units in length, p plus q units in length, n equal pieces are cut. Find the length of each piece. So from a road of p plus q units, so total length of road would be p plus q, and n pieces are cut. So n pieces are cut, and this would be length of each piece, right? Now total number of pieces divided by total length of road. 5 times m subtracted from the sum of p and thrice x. Sum of p, this we write it as p. Sum of p and thrice x 3x, right? Would 5 times m. So 5 times m would be subtracted from the sum of p and 3 times x. Thrice means 3 times. So next we will move on to 8th. The number obtained when m times the difference of x and y is subtracted from n times the sum of, this is very simple, n times the sum of x plus y is subtracted from m times the difference of x and y, right? So we will move on to next. The sum of 7 numbers each equal to p. Sum of 7 numbers each equal to p, that means 7 into p equal to 7p would be our answer. And last is the product of 3 numbers a, b, c subtracted from the sum of x and y. So first we will take sum of x and y, that would be x plus y, and the product of 3 numbers a and is to be subtracted from a, b, c, and from x, sum of x plus y would be subtracted from this, a, b, c would be subtracted from the sum of x and y, right? So this was your question number 5. Now we will move on to question number 6. Identify which of the following expressions are polynomials. If so, write their degrees. So I am going to solve this question here. Question 6. Part is first. So 2 upon 3. So 2 upon 3 x raised to power 4 minus 7x plus 15. So it has 3 expression. It is a polynomial. So our answer would be yes. Highest power is its degree. Highest power is 4. So its degree would be 4. Right? Number second. In the same way, this is polynomial or not? This is not polynomial because it is carrying a root, so it is not polynomial. So our answer would be no. Root or fraction are not polynomials. Number third is also not a polynomial because it is carrying this. So third is also not a polynomial. Question number 4th here. 9x square. So 9x square y square minus 3xy square 5x square y minus 6. Is it a polynomial? Yes. So our answer would be yes, because they are separated by division, plus and minus sign, and there is not a root or decimal or fractional number, so it is a polynomial. And what would be its degree? Its degree would be 9x square y square 3xy square So one term I think it is missing. So let me check from the book. Right, students? No, it is okay. No term is missing. So what would be our degree of this expression? Degree would be highest power, which is equal, and degree would be 2. Right? Question number 5th, part 5th, sorry. 6p raised to power 4 minus p3q square pq3 q raised to power, question number 5th, sorry, 6p4 p raised to power 3q square plus pq3 plus q raised to power 4. So here is it is a polynomial? Yes, it is a polynomial. And what would be its degree? The highest power, that is 4. Question 6, part 6, 4x raised to power 5 minus 7x raised to power 5y. So is it a polynomial? Yes. So yes, what would be its degree? Its highest degree is 4x 5 x 5 x 5 x 5. So highest degree is 5. So this was 6th. Now we will move on to 7th. 7th is not here. Let me check from the book. So expression 7. So expression 7 is like this: ab square minus 7 upon a square plus 5b square and plus 6. Here it is plus 6. So is it a polynomial? No, because it is carrying a fraction. So our answer would be no. So students, this was your exercise 13a explained fully in one video. If you had understood it well, then please make more and more shares, like and subscriptions. We would meet in the next video with next exercise, that is 13b. Till then, it's goodbye. Make your help your friends by making them our subscribers. Right? Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.